It's the single greatest roadblock for every footwear brand. You find a great factory, you send them your design, and they tell you our minimum order quantity, or MOQ, is 1,000 pairs per color per style. But you only have the budget and the audience to launch with 300 pairs. You try to negotiate. You ask for a favor. You promise them you'll order more next time. And the factory just says no. Now, before I joined a global supply chain company, my background was in AI and data science. And when you look at manufacturing through the lens of data, you realize that haggling with a factory manager is a complete waste of time because the MOQ is actually a math problem. Today, I'm going to expose the illusion behind factory minimums, and I'll show you why the factory isn't actually the one setting the rules. And I'll give you two data-driven strategies, including the colorway hack to negotiate your minimums without begging. To beat the MOQ, you have to understand why it exists. Most founders think the factory is just being greedy or that they don't want to waste time on a small brand. And that's rarely the truth. Footwear factories are assembly hubs. Their MOQ is almost entirely dedicated by their material suppliers. Let's say you want a sneaker using a custom dyed olive green material. The assembly factory doesn't care if the stitch is 300 pairs or 1,000 pairs, but the material supplier requires a minimum order of maybe 5,000 square meters just to turn their machines on. Now let's think about that. 500 square meters might get you around 1,000 pairs of shoes. If the factory accepts your order for 300 pairs, they're forced to buy enough of that material for 1,000 pairs. That means that 700 pairs worth of this perhaps expensive material is going to sit rotting in their warehouse, eating up their cash flow. You aren't fighting an assembly minimum, you're fighting a material yield minimum. Now, once you understand that MOQ is tied to materials, you can engineer your tech pack to bypass it. We do this for our clients using something called the material overlap, or the colorway hack. Let's say the factory needs you to order 1,000 pairs to meet the minimum. Instead of ordering 1,000 pairs of that exact same color material, you change the math. You can try to design 3 different SKUs, 3 different colors, but you just use the exact same base material for all of them. You use a standard white for the upper on all 3 shoes. To make them look different,